Have you ever wondered what it truly takes to reinvent yourself? To break free from the limitations that have quietly shaped your life and embrace a path of transformation? The answers you seek may lie within the teachings of Stoicism, philosophy that has withstood the test of time by offering profound insights into the human condition. In today's video, we will explore how the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic thinkers can guide you through the process of identity shifting, helping you not just to change, but to evolve into the best version of yourself. Stoicism teaches us that the journey of self-reinvention isn't about escaping challenges, but about facing them head-on with courage and clarity. By embracing life's inevitable struggles, we cultivate resilience and uncover the strength that lies within. These ancient principles are not just theoretical. They are practical tools for living a more purposeful and fulfilling life every day. Whether you're feeling stuck or ready to take your growth to the next level, stay with us as we dive deep into the transformative power of Stoicism. If you find value in what we're sharing here on Stoic Quotes 365, please do us a simple favor. Hit the subscribe button and tap the notification bell so you never miss a new video. And don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comments below. Let's continue this journey of wisdom together. Number 1. Start with small steps. In the philosophy of Stoicism, meaningful change is not about making grand gestures or overhauling your entire life overnight. Instead, it begins with small, intentional steps, actions that may seem modest at first, but accumulate over time to create profound transformation. The Stoics teach that lasting progress is achieved through steady, thoughtful adjustments rather than rapid, unsustainable shift. It's about building a strong foundation, brick by brick. It supports your journey toward becoming the best version of yourself. Take, for example, the simple yet powerful practice of dedicating just 5 minutes each morning to reflection or journaling. This small act, deeply rooted in Stoic tradition, helps align your daily actions with your core values. It's a moment of introspection that brings clarity and peace, setting the tone for the day ahead. These small, deliberate practices foster a mindset of resilience and purpose, allowing you to approach life's challenges with a calm and centered perspective. Another practical application of starting small is in how you handle external stresses. The Stoics emphasize the importance of reframing your perceptions, choosing how you interpret and respond to events outside your control. This might mean pausing before reacting to something that upsets you, giving yourself the space to respond with calmness and reason rather than impulsivity. It's in these moments that Stoicism truly comes alive, guiding you to make choices that reflect your deeper values. Starting small also means embracing the Stoic principle of acceptance, acknowledging the present moment as it is, without wishing it were different. This could involve accepting a minor inconvenience with grace, or recognizing a challenging emotion without letting it dictate your action. By focusing on these manageable aspects of life, you're not only practicing Stoicism, you're embodying it. Each small step you take reinforces your commitment to self-mastery and continuous growth. It's a reminder that true progress is not a sprint, but a deliberate and measured journey. Through these incremental actions, you build a life of virtue, resilience, and inner peace, one small step at a time. Number 2. Stop letting anxiety control you. In the Stoic philosophy, anxiety is not the result of external events themselves, but of our judgments and interpretations of those events. This understanding is liberating because it places the power of our emotional state firmly in our hands. According to Stoicism, while we cannot control the outcomes of situations or the opinions of others, we can control our thoughts, actions, and responses. It's in this control that true freedom from anxiety lies. When anxiety starts to take hold, the Stoics encourage us to pause and reflect. Are we worrying about something beyond our control? More often than not, anxiety stems from our desire to manage the uncontrollable, be it the future, external circumstances, or the reactions of others. By recognizing this, we can shift our focus away from futile worries and direct our energy towards what we can influence, our own responses. This shift is not about denying or suppressing anxiety, but about transforming how we perceive and handle it. One of the core teachings of Stoicism is to cultivate mental discipline. This involves regularly challenging the judgments that fuel our anxiety, dissecting them, and refocusing on actionable aspects of a situation. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, often reminded himself to differentiate between external events and his internal reactions. This practice helped him maintain composure and clarity, even amidst chaos, illustrating the power of self-mastery in the face of life's unpredictability. Another powerful Stoic tool is premeditatio malorum, practice of mentally preparing for worst-case scenarios. At first glance, this might seem counterintuitive. Why focus on the negative? But by confronting our fears head-on, we strip them of their power. When we visualize adversity and prepare ourselves mentally for it, we become less vulnerable to anxiety. We remind ourselves that, no matter what happens, we have the inner strength to handle it. Through these Stoic practices, we can gradually diminish anxiety's grip on our lives. Each moment of fear or worry becomes an opportunity to practice Stoicism. Turn what might be a paralyzing experience into a moment of personal growth and resilience. By embracing these strategies, we build a mental fortitude that not only shields us from future anxieties, but also empowers us to live more fully and fearlessly present. Number 3, build a purposeful routine. Stoics like Seneca and Marcus Aurelius understood that creating structure in our lives is essential for maintaining inner calm and aligning ourselves with our deepest values. Far from being restrictive, a well-crafted routine acts as a foundation that supports our highest aspirations and principles. Think of your daily routine as a carefully nurtured garden. Just as a garden requires consistent care to thrive, so too do your habits and practices need regular attention to cultivate the virtues central to Stoicism: wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. Begin by identifying the times of day when you can engage in practices that strengthen these virtues. Perhaps your morning starts with a meditation session. Foster peace, wisdom, and temperance. Or maybe you set aside time during the day to help others, embodying justice and courage. The key is to create a routine that reflects your values and supports your growth, one small step at a time. If you're not a morning person, don't force yourself into demanding tasks at dawn. Instead, align your routine with your natural rhythms and energy levels, making it easier to stay consistent. Incorporating moments of reflection is also crucial. Journaling, reading Stoic texts, or simply taking a few minutes each day to ponder how you've embodied Stoic principles can keep you grounded. These practices help reinforce your commitment to living virtuously. Additionally, integrating Stoic pauses throughout your day, brief moments to stop, reflect on your current emotional state, and ask yourself, is this action aligned with my virtues? Can help anchor your routine in Stoic thought. These pauses act as checkpoints, ensuring that your actions stay true to your principles. A Stoic routine, however, also embraces flexibility. Life is unpredictable, and Stoicism teaches us the importance of adapting to circumstances with grace and composure. If an unexpected event disrupts your schedule or presents an opportunity to practice a virtue, adjust your routine without frustration. The goal is not to rigidly adhere to a checklist, but to live intentionally, guided by Stoic values. As you refine your routine, remember that the ultimate aim is not merely productivity, but the cultivation of a character that remains steady and virtuous, regardless of external circumstances. A Stoic routine helps build a life not just of efficiency, but of ethical integrity and philosophical fulfillment. Through this structure, you create a framework that empowers you to face each day with purpose, clarity, and resilience. Number 4. Command yourself to stop in Stoicism. The act of commanding yourself to stop isn't merely about ending a specific behavior. It's about exercising control over your impulses and desires, which often lead us away from our true purpose. This concept is deeply intertwined with the Stoic emphasis on self-mastery, the belief that true freedom comes from within and is not dictated by external circumstance. By telling yourself to stop, you harness your willpower to steer your actions toward more virtuous and meaningful pursuits. Consider a common scenario: procrastination. You might find yourself endlessly scrolling through social media, avoiding tasks that hold greater significance in your life. In this situation, giving yourself the order to stop isn't just about putting down your phone. It's about recognizing that this distraction pulls you away from your value. It's a moment of clarity where you consciously choose to realign your actions with your Stoic principles. Instead of mindless scrolling, you might pick up a philosophical text, engage in thoughtful reflection, or spend time on activities that contribute to your personal growth. This practice applies to any habit or impulse that detracts from your higher purpose, whether it's overeating, indulging in unhealthy habits, or giving in to excess. The Stoic principle here goes beyond merely stopping a negative behavior. It's about replacing it with a positive one. This is where the concept of virtue substitution comes into play, replacing a detrimental habit with one that fosters growth, wisdom, and well-being. For example, instead of reaching for unhealthy snacks out of stress, you might turn to mindful eating or physical activity that aligns with your health goals. Moreover, commanding yourself to stop also involves pausing to reflect on why you engage in certain behaviors in the first place. What discomfort are you trying to escape, or what void are you attempting to fill? Stoicism teaches us to confront these discomforts directly, to understand them, and to develop healthier ways of coping without resorting to harmful habit. This process of reflection leads to greater self-awareness, cornerstone of Stoic philosophy, which ultimately empowers you to make choices that are aligned with your true values. In practicing this, remember the Stoic belief that you always have the power to choose your response in any situation. By commanding yourself to stop, you are engaging in one of the highest forms of self-discipline. True demonstration of your ability to live according to rational principles, even when faced with habits that once seemed insurmountable. This act of self-control is not just a momentary decision. It's a profound step toward mastering your inner world and living a life of virtue and purpose. Number 5. Free up precious resources. In our fast-paced modern lives, it's easy to waste valuable resources, our time, energy, and attention, on activities that don't align with our higher goals or core values. Whether it's the hours spent mindlessly scrolling through social media or overcommitting to obligations that lack true purpose, we often find ourselves depleted without having moved any closer to the life we aspire to lead. Stoicism encourages us to evaluate our commitments through the lens of virtue and usefulness, asking whether these activities contribute to our personal and moral development. How can you begin to free up these essential resources? Start by conducting an honest audit of your day or week. Where does your time go? Which activities leave you feeling drained? And what constantly vies for your attention? Ask yourself if these commitments align with the Stoic virtues of wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance. If they don't, it may be time to reconsider how you spend your precious resources. Another key Stoic practice is reducing clutter. Not just physical clutter, but mental clutter as well. By minimizing distractions, whether it's simplifying your environment or quieting the mental noise, you create a space that fosters tranquility and focus. This isn't just about tidying up your home or workspace. It's about crafting an environment that supports your journey toward living according to Stoic principles. In this more mindful and deliberate space, you're better equipped to engage deeply with life, rather than just skimming the surface. Freeing up these resources isn't just about clearing your schedule or decluttering your desk. It's about making room in your life for what truly matters. By eliminating the unnecessary, you create space for growth, reflection, and a deeper engagement with your values. This intentional approach ensures that every action you take is purposeful and aligned with your highest aspirations. In doing so, you're setting the stage for a life where your decisions are guided by reason and virtue, and where each choice you make propels you closer to becoming the person you strive to be. This is how you transform the ordinary into the extraordinary, by ensuring that your time, energy, and attention are directed toward what truly enriches your life and helps you live with integrity. Number 6. Embrace difficult tasks. Engaging in challenging tasks isn't just about testing your limits. It's about expanding them. A principle deeply ingrained in Stoic philosophy. The Stoics believed in the power of voluntary discomfort as a means of achieving greater self-mastery. By deliberately facing difficult situations, we not only build resilience, but also prepare ourselves to handle future adversities with more ease and composure. Taking on tough tasks isn't just about proving your strength. It's about cultivating the virtues of courage, perseverance, and temperance. Think of those moments when you've hesitated to start something because it seemed too daunting, whether it's a complex project at work, committing to a new fitness regimen, or initiating a difficult conversation. These situations may seem intimidating, but they offer valuable opportunities for growth. Stoicism teaches us that the true value of these tasks lies not just in completing them, but in the personal development they encourage along the way. It's about becoming stronger, more disciplined, and more in tune with your deeper values. So how do you incorporate this Stoic practice into your life? Start by identifying a task you've been avoiding due to its difficulty. Approach it with the mindset of a Stoic. See it as an opportunity to develop your character and virtues. Remind yourself of the benefits beyond just the immediate outcome. Consider the personal strengths you will gain in the process: resilience, patience, and a greater sense of self-discipline. These are the rewards that truly matter. Moreover, Stoicism doesn't advocate for blind confrontation of challenge. Instead, it encourages a methodical approach. Break down the task into smaller, manageable steps. Set realistic expectations, and tackle each part with a sense of purpose. This structured approach not only makes daunting tasks more approachable, but also instills discipline and intention in your actions. By regularly pushing your boundaries and stepping outside your comfort zone, you not only enhance your ability to handle difficult situations, but also build confidence in your own capability. Each challenge you face becomes a testament to your resilience and commitment to living a life grounded in Stoic principles. It's through these deliberate acts of courage that you truly embody the Stoic ideals, creating a life of virtue and strength, prepared for whatever challenges may come your way. Number 7. Surround yourself with people who make you better. Stoicism emphasizes the profound impact our social environment has on our personal growth. The Stoic philosophers such as Seneca and Epictetus remind us that the company we keep is not just a reflection of our values, but also a powerful force that shapes them. By surrounding ourselves with people who embody the virtues we aspire to cultivate, we accelerate our journey toward becoming better individuals. Every interaction is an opportunity for learning and growth. When you choose to spend time with those who challenge you, support your development, and inspire you to uphold higher standards, you are actively setting the stage for your own success. These relationships act as a continuous reminder of what is possible, motivating you to strive toward your best self. How can you practically apply this Stoic wisdom? Start by reflecting on your current relationships. Ask yourself which connections encourage your virtues and which might be holding you back. This isn't about passing judgment on others, but about acknowledging the influence they have on your life. Once you identify the people who uplift you, make a deliberate effort to nurture those relationships. Engage in deeper conversations, seek their advice, or collaborate on projects that resonate with your shared values. These actions will help strengthen the bonds that contribute positively to your personal growth. Additionally, seek out new connections that align with the person you aim to become. Join clubs, groups, or online communities that focus on areas of personal interest or development. Whether it's a philosophy discussion group, a fitness community, or a volunteer organization, these spaces offer you the opportunity to connect with like-minded individuals who will challenge and inspire you. In the spirit of Stoicism, remember that this is not about surrounding yourself with perfection. It's about fostering genuine connections that encourage you to think critically, act justly, and live courageously. By carefully curating your social circle in this way, you create an environment that supports your personal and moral development, ensuring that you continue to grow and thrive on your path to becoming the best version of yourself. Number 8. Stop fearing change. In Stoic philosophy, change is seen not as something to be feared, but as an integral part of the natural order of the universe. Marcus Aurelius and other Stoic thinkers recognize that fearing change is as futile as fearing the rising of the sun. Both are inevitable, and both lie beyond our control. Instead of resisting change, Stoicism encourages us to embrace it, understanding that each change, whether welcomed or not, presents an opportunity for personal growth and transformation. The first step in overcoming the fear of change is to adopt the Stoic concept of amor fati, which means love of fate. This mindset encourages us to accept everything that happens in our lives, including the challenges and setbacks, as necessary parts of our journey. By embracing this philosophy, we alleviate much of the anxiety that comes with uncertainty and open ourselves to the lessons and opportunities that change often brings. To practically stop fearing change, start by paying attention to how you react to small changes in your daily life. Whether it's an unexpected shift in your work schedule or a sudden alteration in your plans, observe any resistance or discomfort you may feel. Then, remind yourself of the Stoic practice of viewing obstacles as opportunities. Each small change serves as a training ground for building resilience, flexibility, and adaptability. Another practical Stoic exercise is reflective meditation. Take time to reflect on past changes that initially seemed overwhelming but ultimately led to positive outcomes. This practice reinforces the belief that change, while often uncomfortable, can lead to significant personal and professional growth. By recalling these experiences, you strengthen your ability to face future changes with confidence and a sense of purpose. Stoicism teaches us not only to accept change passively, but to engage with it actively and wisely. This means approaching change with a proactive mindset, making decisions rooted in wisdom and justice, and using change as a catalyst for self-improvement and positive influence on the world around us. By viewing change through this Stoic lens, you can transform what many fear into a powerful source of empowerment and renewal. In embracing change, you align yourself with the natural flow of life, allowing it to shape you into a stronger, wiser, and more resilient person. Rather than fearing the unknown, you learn to see it as an opportunity to grow, adapt, and become a better version of yourself, guided by Stoic virtues. Number 9. Say no to the inessential. In Stoicism, saying no to the inessential is about focusing on what truly contributes to your well-being and aligning with your deeper values. This principle guides us to cultivate a life that isn't cluttered with unnecessary activities, relationships, or possessions, but is instead streamlined toward virtue and personal growth. Stoic philosophers emphasize the importance of distinguishing between what is necessary and what is not, encouraging us to shed the excess and prioritize what truly matters. This approach extends beyond physical minimalism. It also applies to how we manage our commitments, time, and even our thought. By reducing the non-essential, we free up our resources, time, energy, and attention to focus on pursuits that foster true fulfillment and happiness. To incorporate this Stoic practice into your life, begin by evaluating your current commitment. Ask yourself whether each activity, obligation, or relationship contributes to your personal and ethical growth. Does it help you progress toward your goals, or is it simply filling time without meaning? This evaluation requires honest self-reflection, cornerstone of Stoic practice. Once you identify what is inessential, have the courage to start saying no. This might involve declining invitations that don't align with your priorities, stepping away from projects that drain your energy without offering meaningful returns, or distancing yourself from negative social interaction. By making these deliberate choices, you create space for what truly matters. This principle also applies to your possessions and digital life. Simplify your living space and online connections to include only those things that add value to your life. It's not about living without comfort or enjoyment, but about prioritizing what serves a deeper purpose beyond mere accumulation or distraction. For example, instead of filling your home with countless items, focus on curating a space that reflects your values and brings you peace. Incorporating the Stoic habit of saying no to the inessential empowers you to take control of your environment, rather than allowing it to control you. It's about making conscious choices that reinforce your autonomy and support your journey toward living a more purposeful, centered, and virtuous life. By focusing on the essentials, you can cultivate a life that is rich in meaning and aligned with your highest ideals. Number 10. Return to your rhythm. Your personal rhythm represents the natural flow of your life, where you feel most aligned with your values and most effective in your actions. Disruptions to this rhythm are inevitable, whether they stem from external circumstances like unexpected events or internal challenges like emotional upheavals. The Stoic approach to handling these disruptions isn't to panic or succumb to despair, but to gently guide yourself back to your core practices of self-discipline and mindfulness. To embody this principle, start by identifying the key activities that define your rhythm, those routines that keep you grounded and centered. These might include morning meditations, evening reflections, regular physical exercise, or dedicated time for reading and contemplation. When life throws you off balance, prioritize these activities to re-establish your grounding. Just as a musician returns to the beat after a misstep, so too can you return to the practices that align you with your values. In addition, use Stoic reflection to understand what caused the disruption. Was it something within your control? If so, what lessons can you apply to prevent it in the future? If it was beyond your control, remind yourself of the Stoic dichotomy of control, which teaches us to focus on our responses to events rather than the events themselves. This shift in focus helps you regain your equilibrium and reinforces your commitment to Stoic principles. Returning to your rhythm also means practicing self-compassion. Stoicism teaches that perfection isn't the goal. Progress is. When you stray from your rhythm, it's important to forgive yourself and view each return as an opportunity to strengthen your resolve. Every deviation is a chance to deepen your commitment to living according to Stoic virtues. Seeing setbacks not as failures, but as steps in the continuous journey of self-mastery and growth. By consistently returning to your rhythm, you cultivate resilience and reinforce your dedication to a life of purpose and virtue. This practice becomes a powerful tool in navigating life's unpredictabilities, ensuring that no matter what disruptions arise, you remain steadfast on your path of personal development and philosophical fulfillment. As we wrap up this exploration of Stoic wisdom, remember that each of these principles, whether it's embracing change, saying no to the inessential, or returning to your rhythm, serves as a guide to living a more intentional, resilient, and virtuous life. Stoicism isn't just a philosophy. It's a daily practice that helps us navigate life's challenges with grace and strength. By incorporating these tenets into your life, you not only enrich your own journey, but also inspire those around you. If you found value in these insights, I encourage you to take the next step in your Stoic journey by exploring more of our content. Be sure to check out the playlist Stoicism for a Fulfilling Life, where we dive deeper into these concepts and more. And if you haven't already, please like this video, subscribe to Stoic Quotes 365, and hit the bell icon to stay updated with our latest content. Let's continue this journey of growth together. Share your thoughts and experiences in the comments below, and let's build a community dedicated to living wisely and purposefully.